Chum, you also threw parties here.
Okay.
Clark Betty. Clark Betty, come on.
Yeah.
Unpack, actually. I wanted to hear the story.
I used to be such an unruly teenager. Well, not teenager, but like after. This was after my teenage era.
That's even worse.
My early 20s, living there. Yeah, ungovernable. But only because I used to get... My mom used to leave me alone for very, very long periods of time. She'd go to the northwest and then...
Where was Neo at that time?
She'd go to her grand...
You inside.
And not by choice, yeah.
So I'd just be here by myself for like very, very long periods of time. So I'd just be like, hey, the boys, Bri. The boys are like, alright, cool, Bri level. We'll come through, have a couple of drinks, maybe like Bri and whatever. As the alcohol starts getting, it's like, girls?
Invite more. Then girls are like friends.
Yeah.
Hey,
what?
Yeah, and then that turns into party, and then then the neighbors.
To me, there were taxis parked outside, making
That's
noise.
different. That's one occurrence, and like I kind of got away with that one. I don't even know if I want to talk about it because I really got away with it. That one I got away with.
How did you get away with it?
Because.
How did you get away with it?
I told you the story before. We hosted an event at a news cafe in Randburg with my boys, and niggas started pulling up wearing slippers, and they had backpacks, and niggas were drinking out of their bags, and they weren't like buying drinks inside the event, and the owners and stuff were like, "We're shutting you guys down." We're like, "Damn, okay, cool." So now we're shutting it. They're shutting us down, and it's like 9:00 on a Saturday. Niggas don't want to.
Oh, like we're second location.
Yeah, and they paid money. They paid money for tickets and stuff. So people bought tickets to this event of ours, and I think it was like maybe 200 people, maybe more.
Damn!
You brought 200 people to this.
This house is not that big, yo.
But like, I'm like, where?
And we live in a complex.
They weren't in the house.
Stop running out.
By the pool.
No. So what happened was, me and my brother
I remember this.
We're like, okay, cool.
He's saying he got away with it. Obviously, there was no commotion around the story.
There was no commotion because I got away with it, and I was so slick about it. And then I came back with the boys. We came back here, and I was like, boys, I'm unlocking that room, and I'm going into my room, and I'm gonna doors. You niggas handle. Just have my bag. They were like, alright, cool. I went into my room, pulled up my covers, and I slept. Yeah.
Niggas were in your house trapping and you snoring somewhere.
It was about maybe 50-ish.
Also, the other one people were like,
this is in the house, and in the garden in the front and in the backyard. Around 50 people moving around.
Damn, do I even know 50 people?
Yeah, and that was just them. And then in this whole driveway outside, going up to that house, going up to the gate, people. And then
so you threw a complex bag.
and then outside the gate, taxis. People.
And the security, my security guards.
The security came knocking.
I would have told my mom within. Hey!
She wasn't there. She was out of the province. And she was all the way in Mafeking, and Graham and them came, the lady at the corner came, they called the police, and then people started leaving because we let it be we kind of turned it into a you guys can see situation. We tried, you can see how the guys you gotta bounce, and then people left, no refunds fortunately, we kept on our rag, we made money, but no refunds were given after that. And the next day, because they were like, niggas were smoking weed, niggas were doing the most. So people were just complaining, they were sending complaints. They sent out a letter saying that there's going to be a complex meeting about what happened.
What the? So how did you finish this?
So one of my homegirls, shout out Karama, man, that's my dog. She lived like over here, and her mom, after like my mom got called, she was calling me off the hook, and she's like, "What did you do last night?" I'm like, "Nothing. They're making a scene. It wasn't even that serious. Whatever. I'm trying to do damage control." Then her mom called my mom, and she was like, "No, I don't know what these people are talking about. They're causing a scene. It wasn't that serious.
And once
I don't
another
know why
black
they."
mom tells them that
Yeah,
because
and
we're
then
like,
my mom
oh,
was
okay.
like, "Oh, so they're just trying to color him," and then she was like, "Yeah, they're just coloring him. We cleaned this house. We cleaned it top to bottom." And then I think my mom was coming back on the Sunday. On that Sunday, I was at my boy's house. It was still like drinking and counting rag and stuff. And I'm like, "Yo, my mom's coming back today. What? And they're like, "Bro, we're going to Durban tonight." And I'm like, "Oh." They're like, "You want to come?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah." Came back, packed a bag. I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to be in Durban for a week. I'll see you." Packed a bag and I went to Durban for a week. I didn't even see her. By the time I got back, it was like, the meeting happened, everything happened, and it was blown over. No one had any evidence, and she knew I want to talk about it.
Real, yeah.
That's so real.
Like, real.
Yeah.
That's such a memory, yo. That's such a real memory.
Trema,
to
that's the
have.
type of rubbish you get away with.
Oh.
Yeah, real. We could if we tried. We could.
Cool as fuck, puffin' on a Dutch, that's a mean pack. Been a plug, came in real clutch. Bitch, I been that. Who you trust? They can't be around us. Bitch, I mean that. We don't cap, still snap behind your back, and you seen that.